Hello and welcome to Sheba online classes. You heard of the proverb, a stitch in time saves nine. So why I am telling you this proverb is because the portions are less now. That means you got only first unit, second unit to study. So have you finished your portions? Are you revising your portions? When the portions are less, it's better for you to revise it. Don't keep till all the 7 units over. Then you go back and revise. It will be too late for you. So as we start the classes, please revise your portions and be thorough with it. That's why stitch in time saves nine. That means a small, if your dress is torn a little, no. If you just leave it off, no, tomorrow I'll stitch it, tomorrow I'll stitch it. So what will happen? That torn part will become such a big, and you will not be able to wear it again. You have to throw it. So please follow this proverb. Now next time, every time I take a lesson, I'll be giving you a proverb and follow it properly. Okay, revise your portions. Right? Fine. Today, are you all happy today? Is the morning happy to you? Okay, let's start. Are you ready to start? I am ready to start teach you. Okay. Now lesson is empowered woman navigating the world. Okay, see this. This is a very special lesson. Okay, very special lesson because 6-member crew, that is 6 members, all ladies, all 6 naval officers, lady naval officers, circumnavigated the world. They went around the world without the help of engine. Okay, with the wind power. Using the wind power, they had gone through the whole of the world and come back. That is what and when they started. See the speciality. Read the boards there. 6-member naval officers, all ladies crew, and then they circumnavigated the world. How many days it did? 264 days. Within 254 days, they navigated the world and they came back. And the name of the boat is INSV Tarani. Okay. Then when they started at September 10th, 2017 from Goa and reached May 21st, 2018. So one whole year they have taken. So how many days? 254 days. So okay, this is I'm giving you the gist of the thing. As I'm taking, I'll be displaying all video clips or that is slides. You will know the original, that is those who were there in the 6-member crew. You'll be seeing on the screen. You'll be seeing all each girls. Okay, the 6 girls who had gone there. Okay, now let me start. Okay, now let me tell you the story. Like olden days, what happened? Olden days, ladies were in the house. Okay, they're confined to the 4 walls of the house. When they have to go out, they need an escort. Escort means another person to take them anywhere out. So that kind of a situation. And then later what happened? Ladies, women took part in the war. That is example, Rani Jhansi Bai. So she took part in the war and she fought so bravely. And then later what happened? As technology is improving, okay, and then what happened? Lot of women are equal to men now. Okay, women are equal to men. So all the boys out there, you got tough competitors in front of you. So what should you do? Gear up. So girls are ready to face the challenges of the world. See there, this story itself. That is this woman power. That is a naval officer, 6 naval officers. That itself is a big achievement. Ladies have done. Without a male member in the boat, they have circumnavigated. What's the meaning of circumnavigated? That means circum means what? Circle. How's the world? That is round, no? So they went around. That is one full round. Started from Goa and came back to Goa. So one full round, and they had faced lot of hardships in between. Okay, as it is, I'll read. As I'm reading, I'll explain that to you. Okay. So each time you will see the slides. So you will understand better. To make you understand better only, we teachers and school management are taking a lot of effort to make this whatever we are teaching to reach out to you and make it more interesting. Simply taking a lesson is not interesting. No, you will feel bored. So for you, we are taking different innovative methods to make you understand and learn the lesson very easily. Okay. Gone are the days where women in India remained indoors unless permitted to go out with an escort. Like that. So now advancement of technology, women are more advanced and they are facing the world, challenging the men. Okay, now I'll start with what are the achievements. Women occupy almost all the major positions in society. Currently, women accomplishments are tremendous in many fields. One area such achievement is all women Indian Navy crew who circumnavigated the world for 254 days. all alone in a sailboat called INSV Tarini. What is INSV Tarini? INSV stands for Indian Naval Ship Vessel. Tara Tarini is the patron deity for sailors and is worshipped for safety and success at sea. So this Tara Tarini is a deity. That is why after the name of, they have named the goddess's name to this boat, Tara Tarini. Okay. So I'm going to describe the boat, how it was. How this boat had survived this 254 days, and in between so many hardships, so many storms and hurricanes. So how it had been, how it was built. Okay. So Tara Tarini is a second sailboat of the Indian Navy. Before they had this Mahdi, but Mahdi had been a failure because the ship was not able to overpower the storms. Okay. The first being the Mahdi, that is, this Tara Tarini is 55-foot long sailing vessel built indigenously in India. That means what? That is how now Modi ji has told about Make in India, isn't it? So looking at this, see, this boat is totally indigenously made in India only. So totally every part of it was made in India. So that's a big achievement for India, isn't it? So in India by Aquarius Shipyard Private Limited located in Goa. After going extensive sea trials, she was commissioned to the Indian Navy service on the 18th of February 2017. So 18th February 2017 only this Tarini, this boat was checked and rechecked, and then it was ready to sail. Okay. Then the boat was named after the famous Tara Tarini temple in Ganjam district of Odisha. The name of the, see the meaning of the word. The word Tarini means boat, and in Sanskrit it means savior. Okay, it is a Sanskrit word. It means boat and it also means savior. INSV Tarini has advanced ray marine navigation suite and an array of satellite communication systems for the perfect navigation anywhere in the world. Okay, now another one. This project was also known as Navika Sagar Parikrama. Navika Sagar Parikrama is in Indian Navy depicting government's India's thrust for Nari Shakti, that is women power. To empower women, this project had been taken, and this was said by Chief of the Naval Staff Admiral Sunil Lamba, and in his speech he told about this like Nari Shakti, just to depict that to enhance the Nari Shakti, something like this should happen. Okay. The next one is, what does it do? What does this ship do? How does it work? The special feature of the sailboat is that it encouraged use of environment-friendly, non-conventional, renewable energy resources such as the wind, collected and updated meteorological, ocean and wave data on regular basis for accurate weather forecast by India Meteorological Department, and also collected data for monitoring marine pollution on high seas. So they just didn't go around circumnavigate the world, but what they did is they collected all this data. All this data, whatever I told you now, all that was collected about the marine life, about the wind, the power of the wind, everything was collected. Okay. Another one thing is, what they did is they did not use the power of any machines. That is, no machine, no engines were used. Only what was used is the power of the wind energy. The sails of the boat followed the wind. That is how they circumnavigate the world. And luckily nothing had happened. That is, they were not even, actually there were engines also in the boat. But they did not have they didn't get tempted to switch on the engines even during the, say there was a heavy storm. That time also they did not do that. They wanted to be honest with themselves. Let us be honest and let us follow the wind. Okay, that's what it is. Next. Now this whole thing is, wow, how many crew members were there? I want to tell you the names of the crew members. That is Indian Navy 6th women crew. Or they were first able to circumnavigate the globe. That is the captain. That is the skipper was Lieutenant Commander Vartika Joshi. She was the commander. Then all women team also has Lieutenant Pratibha Jambal, Cadet Lieutenant Swati Patrapalli, then Lieutenant Aishwarya Bodapatti, and then Vijaya Devi and Payal Gupta as his crew members. So 6 crew members. Alright. So next, now I'll show you now on the thing. I'll be showing you the map of what route they had taken. the map of the route. From Goa, they had taken one full circle, again come back to Goa, isn't it? So there were so many stops where they had stopped to to get their provisions or to refuel. So the stops are, the crew started the voyage on 10th September 2017 from Goa, flagged off by a defense minister of India. It was, that is, who was the defense minister at that time is Nirmala Sitharaman. Okay, it was an historic day which would be marked in India navigation and globally. It covered the expedition in 5 legs. That is, 5 legs means 5 stops. That is, this 250 days, 54 days. They had to stop some places because they have to refuel and get food also, isn't it? So, what are the 5 legs? At 4 ports, that is 4 ports: Fremantle, Australia; Lyttelton, New Zealand; Port Stanley, the Falklands, and the Cape Town, South Africa. For that is for what? For ration, to repair necessary, and returning to Goa. That is, and they returned to Goa in April 2018. They went around the globe within 254 days and reached Goa port on 21st May 2018. The 6-member women crew broke many stereotypes during their record sailing. That is what happened. What's the meaning of this? Record, they broke many stereotypes. That is, women, they can't do this, how can they do this, how can they go in the ocean like that? They definitely need a male member. All that stereotyped people, whatever they had, that narrow mentality about women, everything was shattered. Say, because they had proved to the world that they can do it. So they became victorious. The whole world, the whole of India is very proud of them. And in not only India, the whole world were they were proud, and they were applauding their achievement. Okay. And then next, now this lesson what we are having is for you. It is as a question answer. That is an interview. The 6-member crew is being interviewed by a interviewer, and she keeps asking them questions. Now all the 6 members are sitting there, and the interviewer is asking them questions. So each time they'll tell, how was the experience? Okay, how was the experience with this 254 days? What they did, what happened, every small details this interviewer is taking. Okay, now then interviewer, first question he is asking, how were you acquainted with the sailboat? That what was the experience you went through to follow this sailboat? Okay, to take up this expedition. What they said is 3 years of training. They had gone rigorous 3 years of training. Rigorous training of 3 years. So it's not an easy job. Rigorous training of 3 years. They went out in this boat, and they had previously they had gone with Mahadi also. That I told you before. So Mahadi was before Tarani. Mahadi was made. For in that boat they had gone and got practice mid-sea. They had to be there and practice how to fight the large waves coming up, and how to be without food, and how to bear up all that. Okay, how in the middle of the ocean, how they have to survive. So all that they got trained during these 3 years. The next one is, what are the training undergone? The interviewers asked, what is the training undergone? So they said, first of all, they had theoretical courses on navigation, communication, and weather prediction. So what was in theoretical course? That is, they had theory courses on how to navigate, how to communicate, and also about the weather prediction. Looking at the forecast, they can say whether it's going to rain, whether they're going to have a storm or what. All that was, they have to learn all that. Then only they can go to the sea. Then next is, so we're given hands-on training. Not only theory, but hands-on training means they have to practically, that is, survive all these hardships. They were given practical training also. Okay, then how to repair things. Now mid-sea, something goes wrong, something breaks down. So how will they repair it? They can't depend on anybody else. No, they have to do everything on their own. So repairing the things. Then how to deal with emergencies when the weather gets rougher, and also medical emergencies. That is mostly, as they are ladies, they definitely need medical emergencies. No? They have to take care of themselves, isn't it? So all that they have to do it all how? Self. They can't depend on anybody else. So all the rigorous training for three years was going on. Then the interviewer carried on to ask another question is, how were you selected? What was the selection process? Then Vartika Doshi, the skipper, she said, like out of 30 members, they had passed the test, and it was shortlisted to 6. That is, out of 30, 6 were shortlisted. So see, the 6 lucky ones were shortlisted. That is, these are this crew, these girls here. They were shortlisted, and the crew was mentored by Commander Dilip Donde. He'll be seen on the screen now. You can see him there. Then he showed that is he trained them so well, like each and every that is how to handle the ship, how to fight all the hardships. Everything he was there to train them up. Okay, he mentored. He's an excellent mentor to them. Okay, then afterwards, the interview again asked them another question is, how are your families reacting to this training, this process? These 6 ladies going to the mid ocean. What was their reaction? They said the families were very apprehensive and supportive, very supportive. Some of them were from the mountains. They had not seen the ocean itself. Some of the parents, that is 6 girls, 6 women. Out of that, 4 girls were from the mountains. They had not seen the ocean at all. So the very first time the parents had come and seen the ocean, and they were very happy, like they had taken proper training. So they were confirmed that they will come back, they will achieve and be victorious. So they had full support was given to them. Then the interviewer again went on asking them another question is, what were the most challenging tasks? That is, during the 254 days, what are the most challenging tasks? Then Vartika Joshi said, in the South Pacific, they encountered a storm where the seas were almost 9 to 10 meters high, and the winds were picking up to 60 to 70 knots, a unit of speed equal to 1 nautical mile per hour, exactly 1.852 kilometers per hour, which is almost like a hurricane. Force of the wind on the land, it is normal on sea, but here it was such a fierce the wind. Okay, then so that was the most adventurous, that is the most challenging task. The next is, what is the adventurous, they asked. The interview asked them, what were the adventurous? Adventurous was when they were crossing Vartika Joshi said, when they were crossing Tasman Sea, they witnessed the brilliant southern lights. Like it was rare to watch in these months. They were awestruck to see the entire sky lit up in green lights. There was a bioluminescence, dolphins swimming in the wake of the boat like our neighbors. So all this they had noted, and then next the interview asked them, how did you spend the time in the boat? Like sometimes it will be very like lonely. They would have feeling about how was their emotions that time on the boat. So how did you spend the time? Then in that, what they said is, during the circumnavigation, they picked up some hobbies like posting pictures of delicacies like golgappas and cakes. Then they read books. Then when the weather was pleasant, they did some quilling and craft work. So these, as ladies, we are multi-talented, isn't it? All ladies are multi-talented. They not only cook, they also do all these kind of crafts, and also do such a achievement work like circumnavigating the world. So we should be very proud of them. And then what happened is, next question they asked, what are how many birthdays you celebrated? All that they said is, then they watched movies also. Then how many birthdays celebrated? 3 birthdays, and including they made cakes and pastries, and they celebrated. And they also celebrated Diwali, that is festivals also. And when they were crossing the equator and the international date line, there was a jubilance in the boat. They were so happy when they were crossing it. And then next is, finally the interviewer asked, what motivated you? Like what was the motivation? Fulfill the country's expectation. They said then Vartika Joshi said, and Swati said, see, the nation's expectation is so much. So we have to, they did not tell, like, see, what happened is, as they were crossing, they had to face so many hardships, isn't it? So they did not tell them, on the radio did not tell them how that we are facing so much. They kept everything to themselves. They said, when we are victoriously, we go and reach our destination. When we reach Goa, and then we will tell about what happened. First is, the whole nation is expecting our arrival, that is safe arrival on coming, that is in Goa. So till then I should not reveal what hardships we had gone. So that was their thing. The nation is expectation, they brought it to a great success. Then next is what is your inspiration? What will you tell the others? The interview asked them. They said, as women, and the sea does not know whether, the ocean or the sea does not know whether you are a woman or a man. It will be the same to everybody. There is no gender difference among in the ocean. So you have to be prepared. be a woman or a man, you should be prepared to face all these challenges. That's all. That's what he's saying. And then they said, and also Vartika just said, all ladies out there, don't be afraid. You can take up all these challenges. You are born to take up challenges. So be brave and take up challenges, and tomorrow you'll be the most successful person. Believe in yourself. Have hope and determination. You will do great wonders. So this is a story, and after this explanation, you will see a small clip, that is a small video clip. Okay, then you will understand. Hope you like this story. Thank you.